I'll never forget the way she smirked at me that night. "You'll never move on," she said, swirling the wine in her glass like some villain in a bad movie. "You're too pathetic." She leaned in, tilting her head, studying me like a scientist examining a failed experiment. "I mean, really, what would you even do without me?" I just smiled, a small, knowing smile, and walked away. She thought she had won. She thought I would crumble. She had no idea what was coming. It started with whispers, late-night phone calls, the sudden change in her scent when she came home. No longer the vanilla perfume I loved, but something muskier, masculine. At first, I ignored the signs. We had been together for 6 years, married for 3. I believed in us. Then one night, I got my answer. A friend, one of those brutally honest ones who tells you what you don't want to hear, sent me a picture. There she was, in a restaurant, candlelight flickering, leaning in close to a guy I had never seen before, their hands touching across the table. My stomach dropped. My hands clenched. But I didn't text her. Didn't call. Instead, I waited. That night, she came home late, claiming she had a work dinner. She smelled like whiskey and lies. So I asked her, calmly, directly. She laughed. "Oh, come on. Don't be so insecure." I showed her the picture. Her face went pale for half a second. Then that smirk. That damn smirk. "Okay," she said, shrugging. "Yeah, I cheated. I had imagined tears. Apologies. Some kind of remorse." Instead, she was amused. "You're so predictable," she continued, pouring herself another drink. "I knew you'd find out eventually. You always try so hard to be the good guy." I felt like I had been punched in the gut. But the worst part, she wasn't done. "You know what?" She leaned back against the counter, arms crossed. "You'll never leave me. You don't have the guts. You need me. You're nothing without me." I looked at her then, really looked at her, and I saw what I had refused to see for years. I saw the narcissism, the cruelty, the complete and utter lack of respect. She had broken me piece by piece for years. Made me doubt myself. Made me feel like I was nothing. And I had let her. Not anymore. I stood up, grabbed my keys, and walked out. The first few weeks were hell. I slept on a friend's couch. Drank too much. Stared at my phone, half expecting her to call, to apologize, to say she wanted me back. She never did. Instead, I got a text a week later. "Hope you're doing okay. Just so you know, I'll be keeping the apartment." Makes sense, right? That was it. No apology. No regret. Just taking what she wanted, like always. That was the moment something snapped in me. She thought I was weak. Fine. Let her think that. I got to work. I hit the gym like a man possessed. I earned a promotion at work. Turns out, when you're not emotionally drained by a toxic relationship, you actually thrive. I reconnected with old friends, the ones she had pushed away. I laughed again for the first time in years. And then I met her. Her name was Ava. She was sharp, funny, and effortlessly confident, the kind of woman who didn't need to put others down to feel powerful. And she saw me, not as the beaten-down man I had been, but as the version of myself I was becoming. It wasn't about revenge at first. It was just healing, finding happiness again. But life has a funny way of setting up perfect moments. One night, Ava and I walked into a rooftop bar, one of those high-end places where the city lights stretched endlessly. And that's when I saw her. My ex. She was at a table with friends, mid-laugh, until her eyes landed on me. For the first time, she looked small. Because I wasn't just there, I was thriving. I saw the flicker of confusion, then disbelief, then jealousy. She got up and sauntered over, faking confidence. Wow, she said, scanning Ava. Didn't think you'd bounce back so fast. Ava, bless her, just smiled. He's kind of amazing, she said, squeezing my hand. My ex's jaw clenched. Guess some people move on too quickly, she muttered. I chuckled. Funny. Last time we spoke, you told me I never would. She opened her mouth, then closed it. For the first time ever, she didn't have the upper hand. She had lost, and I had won. That night, as Ava and I sat overlooking the skyline, she turned to me and asked, "Does it still hurt?" I thought about it, the betrayal, the humiliation, the nights I had spent questioning my own worth. And then I looked at her, at the life I had rebuilt. No, I said, smiling. Not anymore.